Let's talk about what we're doing in the kitchen this morning.
Okay.
So we always talk about doing different things with favorites. Spaghetti, I feel like, is a staple in all households all the time.
It really is, and it's so easy to make. It's inexpensive.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, we could just switch it up a little bit. And today we're going to make a spicy version, which if you are not into spice, you could definitely use the same recipe and just make a couple little
You're talking
changes.
to me.
Yeah. I know.
So we have
spice.
Oh well, we have different things. Joe likes really spicy food. I can handle some, just really spicy, which I don't feel like this is something that would, like, when I put it on my tongue, it's going to burn it. Or
no,
anything.
this is definitely not going to knock your socks off by any means, and especially if your kids are a little bit older and they can take a little bit of spice in their food, then this would be good. I was going to give this to the twins that are 2.5, and my husband was like, I don't think that's a good idea. So they didn't have it.
But I do have to mention, because I saw on your Facebook page a picture of the baby, and she had spaghetti for the first time, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, it looked like she enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh, she is such a good eater. I hope that she remains a good eater. One of the twins will eat anything.
Okay.
And then the other twin is kind of picky, and so I hope the baby eats anything. It makes it so much easier on being a parent.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it looked like she had a good time with that spaghetti.
Yeah,
it looked like
anything.
Mom had a good time too, I'm sure, cleaning up after that.
Yeah, spaghetti feeding the kids is not that fun, but
so
that's okay.
A good recipe for the kids with this. Again, we have some different ingredients out here that you normally wouldn't see with spaghetti, so let's talk about what we have.
Okay, first we will just put in our ground beef, and I'm using ground sirloin. It's really lean, and it's not going to give off a ton of fat. I saw you eyeing that wooden spoon. Let me let her
I like
do that.
the spoons.
So it's not going to give off a lot of fat, and but you could use chuck or any variety you'd like. You could definitely use ground turkey, and all of our stores still grind all of our beef right there in the store, so it's not prepackaged coming in. They grind it several times a day, so it's totally fresh and really good quality. So I really love to use it. And now we're going to add some veggies. So a lot of times, you kind of make spaghetti and it's basically just, meat and tomato sauce. So I decided to put a few veggies in there, and that way we can feel a little bit better about what we're doing. So we are going to add some celery, some onion, some green bell pepper, and then I have 1 jalapeno that I chopped up. And also I have a few cloves of garlic.
Okay.
So we're gonna let these veggies and the meat cook together, just over medium heat. So we allow the meat to cook and the veggies to soften up. And like I said, I'm using really lean ground beef, so it's not gonna give off a lot of fat, but all of the juices that come out will kind of just, cook out. So we're just gonna let that cook for about 10 or 15 minutes.
It has a really good smell.
Yeah, so all of those veggies are gonna give it really great flavor. And I mentioned if you did want to adjust any of the heat level, the jalapeno isn't really gonna, throw things over the edge. So if you wanted to kind of do the same thing but take the heat down just a notch, then you could just use regular diced tomatoes. Later we're gonna put in these diced tomatoes with chilies that have a little bit of heat. So you could just use regular and then do the same recipe, and you'll just kind of knock the heat down a little bit.
Oh, good. So yeah, again, we've been talking about Mardi Gras, again, full force across the area. You guys have king cakes. If people are coming over to go to the parades and that kind of stuff, they want some snack foods, you guys have that covered? Yeah,
we have everything. Our ad this week is kind of Mardi Gras inspired, and especially with the Super Bowl too. So it'll be, kind of a big weekend. So yeah, all party foods ready to go, king cakes ready to go. So we have the store downtown that's on the parade route. So if you actually live in an area that doesn't have a Greer's, then you could visit our store downtown while you're there for the parade.
I have to tell you, I was making my Robbie and I were talking about our dinner list for this week, and I pulled out an oldie but a goodie of yours, the pork loin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the little sauce that you made that time. Yeah. So we're making that this week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so she has a lot of good ones. I printed them out along the way, so I pull them out. I'm like, hey, you know that pork loin that I'm really good at making?
That I made up?
Yeah, that I completely made the recipe myself.
No. And my husband said this morning, he's like, did you make that recipe up? I'm like, yeah, I made all the recipes up. I
Right.
can just copy somebody's recipe
Right.
and take it on TV.
Unless you're me, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I completely got that from Lucy Greer.
That's good. I'm glad that you're enjoying this.
Yeah, we're going to print that out. And again, you can print this out too if you want to change it up this week for your spaghetti recipe. We'll continue to work on this. Got to add some more things with Joe coming up.